Sometimes I think I have the same thing you have, that people automatically assume that I'm mean or that I'm a certain type of way, and I'm actually one of the nicest people.
You know what I'm saying? She came to me, and this was something she never did, because Remy's not really apologetic.
I don't think she is.
She ain't that type, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get right to the point. Papoose is tired of Remy Ma's games. Rumor has it that he pulled up on her and demanded that she sign the divorce papers as soon as possible. But she isn't moving, because if she does, Pap might just hit her wallet for that alimony check. Let's not act like Papoose doesn't have a good case for it. After all, he held her down for more than 10 years while she was imprisoned, helped advance her career, and now that she cheated and moved on, she wants to put off the divorce. Oh, we must get into this. Papoose doesn't like to brag online, but in private, he's been pleading with Remy to let him go for a minute. However, each time he tries, she always comes up with a new reason, so he's had enough and suddenly appears on her, demanding answers like, "Remy, what's the holdup? You already ran off with Easy the block captain and humiliated me in public, but now you're trying to keep me legally tied to you." The instant he brought up alimony, however, Remy's enthusiasm changed up quickly. After all these years of devotion, we all saw Remy walking around with Easy the block, so let's face it, she knew that if she got a divorce, Pap might just come for financial support. That's why she was shaken. It was loud and disrespectful of the captain to act like a high school girl in love, even going so far as to rap about him in a battle, thereby admitting that she was in love with someone else while still legally married to Pap.
I'm only gonna address this one time, since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey yo, Remy, don't you love me? See right there, that's the punchline.
Here's the amusing part. Mr. Block, you've already moved on. The captain abandoned Remy for 2 younger women, and now she wants to act like she just got a new chance with Pap. She had no problem disrespecting him, but now that her life is falling apart, she wants to stop him from being happy. Now that Pap has someone real, Claressa Shields, an undefeated boxing champion, an actual millionaire in her own right, and not just some social media influencer.
I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There we go. We deserve each other.
Claressa has been supporting Pap by giving him birthday shout-outs, singing to him, and encouraging him to take things further. Pap was prepared to pop the question and was planning a Valentine's Day trip to Hawaii when Remy ruined it by refusing to sign the paperwork. Now, Claressa is furious because she doesn't want another woman to control her relationship. Papoose is ready to move on, but Remy wants to play keep away because her little situation with Easy didn't work out. This is where things get really messy. Remy isn't stalling out of love. Rather, she's stalling over that money. When Remy was imprisoned for 6 years, Pap kept her name alive by raising her son, promoting her music, and even getting her mixtapes to pop while she was in prison. Today, Remy is worth approximately $4 million, thanks to her clothing line. He was her manager, PR team, and biggest fan all in one. When it comes to long-term marriages and financial sacrifices, they take into account how long they were married minus 11 years, and TV checks, album royalties, while she's sitting on a nice fortune. Meanwhile, Pap's net worth is much lower, and let's face it, he gave up his career to support hers. That's enough time for income disparities to exist. We're only talking about half of it, and Remy is aware of it because she isn't attempting to sign the documents. Remy makes a lot more money because Pap was essentially her rock. If Pap takes this to court, he might just get that check. Remy became petty, leaking private messages between Pap and Clarissa. She accused Pap of threatening to call the police on her, and she even made fun of Clarissa's appearance. Now that Clarissa is done playing, the girl needs to grow up. She is a full-fledged professional fighter, and if Remy continues to play, she might well catch these hands, inside and outside the ring. Now wait on, let's turn everything upside down for a moment. What if Pap hasn't truly moved on? What if this whole situation isn't about falling in love with Clarissa, but rather about retaliating against Remy for making him look bad? See, Pap never wanted to leave Remy. He waited for her for more than 10 years, rebuilt her career, raised her child, and made their marriage a fairy tale. Even when the cheating rumors first surfaced, he didn't leave until Remy became too brazen about it in public, showing affection for Easy, the block captain. He got pushed out, that wasn't his intention. Now he's with Clarissa Shields, who is completely devoted to him, but is he truly devoted to her? Let's face it, Clarissa has a tomboy vibe, and Pap seems like the kind of guy who enjoys ladies with a mix of masculinity and femininity. That balance was Remy's. Clarissa is putting significant effort into becoming ultra-feminine for him, but does that really suit his tastes? In addition, because of the way he acts around her, Clarissa is publishing paragraphs that serenade him and flaunt him like a trophy, while Papoose is only present but lacks the same enthusiasm as her.
Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Interview 510/522. It is obvious. I'm here because it irritates Remy, because, let's face it, Papoose has never been the type to be messy. He has always been private when it comes to black love and loyalty. However, all of a sudden, he's in a new relationship and making sure that everyone knows it, even making public jokes about Remy that don't sound like something a man in love would say. Keep in mind that men don't move on that quickly when they were truly in love. They might get involved with someone new, but they'll truly move on that fast. The real question now is, what happens when Clarissa realizes this? She is giving it her all, but what if Pap is just using her to get back at Remy? What if he wakes up one day and realizes he still wants his wife back? The heartbreak would be intense, and Clarissa may be in for a rude awakening. I'm not the only one who thinks this. The first comment I saw said, I believe Clarissa will be heartbroken by Papoose because she seems to be really invested in him, and he seems to be in the background as if he's not reciprocating her energy. She is quite feminine for him. He seems to prefer women with a tough but feminine edge, and I believe he's just enjoying making Remy pay for hurting and embarrassing him. He wasn't trying to leave her before she cheated. I don't think he's moved on for love. He doesn't match Clarissa's enthusiasm about the relationship. That has been my concern, and while I would love to see Clarissa happy, Papoose is still Remy's husband. Clarissa is young and vulnerable, and she may not fully understand what she's walking into. She is becoming more like Remy, whether she realizes it or not. I just hope she doesn't get hurt, because Papoose is all about his business, and he may never love anyone the way he loved Remy Ma. I'm just being real. So tell me, who are you supporting? Pap for finally standing up for himself? Remy for struggling and holding on to a man she doesn't even seem to want anymore? Or Clarissa for being a real one and enduring all of this drama? Let me know in the comments.